Welcome to next tutorial. In last tutorial, we saw that how to go about creating a simple workflow. Now we'll look at different modules. We'll go into manage. We'll go into manage and click on journey file. In demo, we will select flow number one.db because that is where we worked, right? So this is the script we actually created. Now let us verify it manually. We should have actually done it during creation itself, but I didn't want to complicate it too much. Verify on sign in, sign up, click, skip. Just go through it and look at if you feel there is any element which we should be looking at, which might give us problem during execution, which might not have been captured properly. So there are little tips and tricks, right? If you are using method 1, usually if something is getting captured, it would be correct only. But quite a few times you may not be able to capture something at all using method 1. Using computer vision or method 2, you can actually capture almost everything, but sometimes it may not be correct. Like over here you can see it has captured click at dot by policy when it was actually by a policy, right? So this is where we can actually edit it manually. So go to manage, in the journey file select whatever script you have actually created, change it manually over here. We have saved any other changes. I think we are good to go. I'll simply save this particular script and we'll go back and we'll go into execute. So this is the configuration file number 1 which we actually created a script in. I'll click on execute and I'll click on show. If you won't click on show, it will simply just not show what it 15 to 20 seconds to get started. Yeah, execution has started. So we clicked on buy a policy, then we clicked on term plans, then buy now. Hopefully it will end up executing whatever we actually created. Let us see if it faces any problem. Then it went back 3 pages and again it would click on term plan buy policy. And then it will try filling in information like first name and last name, right? Hopefully you guys are able to see whatever is happening. I've slowed down the execution part. I've put in that wait time for demo purposes so that you are able to capture whatever is happening. Yeah, so it has executed. So it has filled in information, clicked on female and then clicked on male again, right? Now let us go back. Let us work little bit on test data. Hopefully you guys are aware of what test data is. Even if you are not a problem. We'll go to manage again. We'll open our file flow number 1, right? And we'll go into configuration file where we actually executed that. And in configuration file, I'll choose test data. Configuration file, test data, right? There are various test data. We will create two more variables, 2 or 3 more variables depending upon requirement. Over here, we actually clicked on term plans, right? We went into term plans and we actually clicked on buy now, after that which we actually filled in our information, first name, last name, and tried checking on few buttons like male, female, right, gender. Over here, I'll assign some variable, plan type. Yeah. So instead of clicking on term plans, it will click at whatever I'll fill in over here in the plan type. This is our test data. In test data column, we have assigned a variable. We'll assign values to these particular variables. After that, first name. This is my first name. This is my last name. So these are the variables which I have created, right? Now I'll simply copy paste. I'll cut it from here. I'll put it over here. Plan type. So instead of clicking on term plans, what we want to do is, we saw that it executed perfectly, right? Over here, we can actually give it savings plans. You saw that there were various plans, right? Over here, we can see that we actually verified on savings plans and all that. So we'll choose savings plan. We will put up double commas. That is how we will actually separate. We will assign values, multiple values, double comma separated values to a particular variable. Term plans, right? First name, let us say uh, I want to fill in ABC. Second time, some ABC 123, right? Over here, let us say I want to fill in a random 123. Let us go ahead with that. We will actually save it. What we have done so far, I hope you are with me, guys. So what we have done is we have assigned variables to our script. Now let us say you have created a very simple flow. Let us call it smoke testing's sub flow, right? Because we haven't even gone ahead and submitted all this data. Just a second. Yeah. So because I this is a live application, I don't want to actually fill in random information over there. I don't want to submit it. That is why we are not completing the entire flow. But that thing aside, let us call it a simple smoke testing flow, right? Which we have actually created. In the smoke testing, we have actually gone ahead with term plans, right? Let us assume that we had done the entire thing. Now we want to do the very same automation for savings plans. Rather than creating it from scratch, what we can do is in term plans itself, because the flows are very much similar, why to go about creating the entire thing again and again? There are around 6 7 type of plans, right? We cannot actually go about doing that for each and every plan individually. So that is where reusability factor comes into picture. For reusability, we'll use this test data, wherein in the test data we'll pass on variables, and in variables we'll be assigning values. Hope I am clear. Don't forget to click on save table. Now I'll go back, I'll go to execute. Again, I'll click on execute and I'll click on show. So this screenshot, what you see over here, this is from last execution. Now the actual execution will start in around 20 or 25 seconds. Yeah, it has started. So this time, it instead of clicking at term plans, it will be clicking on savings plans first, right? The information which we need to fill in for savings plan might be a little bit different. as compared to term plans. Yeah, let us see. Yeah, over here you can see, are you buying it for yourself and are you NRI? These are the two additional datas which we need to actually assign. We'll get into this also, that how to go about it. But rest of the information it was able to fill correctly, right? We'll use if-else statements to handle such cases wherein for multiple test data are assigned, but in one of the flows, one or two additional things need to be handled. So how to go about doing that? Now it will start executing with the second test data automatically. Yeah, it has started. So this time it will be clicking on term plans rather than savings plan. Hope it is clear. If we have assigned two test data, it will automatically execute two times rather than once. Although we created the script for one particular flow, but if we have assigned test data to it, let us say test data has three values, so it will end up executing that flow three times with three different values, whatever we have assigned to those three variables. Hope it is making sense. It will get much more clearer. This is just the first day we have just started, right? So in next couple of days, as we'll go through various flows, we will get very comfortable with it. So it has executed this one also. Okay, I guess this video is getting very long. Okay, we'll finish it off. Thanks for looking, guys. Bye.